Good evening, all. Welcome back to the Badlands here in Caledon, Ontario. I am Wartorn, and two videos in 2 weeks. What is this? 2017. But anyway, um, that being said, we do have some housekeeping issues to deal with here. I moved one too many units here. That's what these red dice are for. It seems like this is the only thing that they're good for lately. But anyway, this I moved one too many units, railroaded one too many units from Leningrad. So this guy is going back from the Ukraine back into Leningrad. Sorry about that, guys. Was there any confusion? I did forget to collect my NOs. So I did roll a 5, and there's the fighter in Leningrad. And I collected 3 for the resources, which was collecting for Urals. I do believe it's Archangel, or sorry, Urals, Ukraine, and Siberia before Joe took it over there. So I collected 3 for that. I paid my moolah for moving those factories, or the one factory. So I collected a total of 41 IPCs, including my NOs. So 41 IPCs to spend. I'm going to purchase my tech, which is 4 there. That would be my tech. So next turn I am rolling. And with 30 IPCs, I'm going to save $7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With 30 IPCs, I am going to purchase 6 infantry and 3 artillery. Just getting them on the board. 6 and 3 artillery. It's pretty dark down here in the basement, so I'm hoping I'm not grabbing the Italian units. Foreshadowing? I don't know if I did grab them, but anyway, so there's my 3. So 2 dudes and 1 artillery equals $10. So there's a 10, 20, 30. Combat for this round. I'm going to attack Western Ukraine and German units. There are 2 infantry and 2 armored units. And I am going to attack that with, let me get it in the camera here. I'm going to attack that with 4 dudes. 3 fighters, 2 coming from Ukraine. So those can fly an additional 3. 1 fighter from Leningrad, which goes 1, 2, 3. So he can fly 1 left. And this 1 tack as well. So he'll have 3 left. I think I'm pretty safe with that. We talked about, and yes, I am conspiring with my allies. We talked about bringing in an artillery piece, but hey, I'm feeling lucky. Everything else is going to be non-combat. Now, that being said, I'm going to place a green chip under this factory, so I remember to move it. I'm going to place a green chip under this factory, so I remember to move it. Because why green? Because Sire says, hey, green is green. That's right, I got the chips. Not the money. But I just can't find a decent print shop. I would be playing with that paper money because it is gorgeous, which, by the way, y'all saw the Japan battle box. Look what I picked up in Cali. The beautiful American one. That work there. Sorry, I don't know how you do it, man. I know it's just an epoxy, but it's beautiful, dude. Fine craftsman, everything around, but I don't know if the dice is off or it's the box, but you can see this little space here. That's That's unacceptable. I know they're not your dice in there. You did say that these dice are formidable for the allies, so we'll try those out. We'll see if it's true. No pressure, YG. No pressure. Over here on this side, all I'm going to do is consolidate. So everything is going to non-combat. So I'm just going to move it now so that I do not forget to do it. So I'm going to have 4 cavalry. And these arrows here are representing cavalry units because apparently I don't have the right risk where I don't have the horsemen in there anyway. So I now have 20 infantry, 4 cavalry, and 2 AAAs in Ulaanbaatar. Okay, got that, guys? Everything is consolidated in Russia on this side and Ulaanbaatar. Okay, so we'll get that out of the way. Get the camera set up here again. So everything is kind of taken care of on this side of the map, I do believe. And we might be able to get to rolling before our non-combat. Okay, yeah, we'll try that. So I'll set it up over here, this beautiful battle box. She's a little tight, sire. But hey, that could be a good thing. This red dice represents my Lend-Lease. Hopefully I don't forget to roll it this time. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Anyway, so my attacks. I have 4 at 1. I have 3 at 3. And 1 at 4. So I have 4 at 1, representing my 4 infantry, 3 at 3, representing my fighters, which are the blue dice, and 1 at 4, which is the tactical bomber represented. See if your accusations hold any truth, sire. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but oh yeah, you can. That's 1. So, sir, you could blow me. And YG, I need new dice, and if you could get those here ASAP, that would be greatly appreciated. And represented by the German units, I have 2 infantry and 2 armor. 3 hits. Sired. Mess on you, buddy. Mess on you. So I am down to a 1 ground unit. And, hey, why not press on? That blows. There we go. Round 2. 1 infantry, 3 fighters, and a tactical. Cock dice, right here. You want to see that? Cock dice. So 1 hit so far. We roll this one. Hey, it rolled over. There's benefit. There's 2 more hits. And you have 1 at 2 and 2 at 3. 1 hit. Dice bounces off the board. Nothing. So that's ground units. So you're down to 1 tank. And I am down to just my planes. So I'm going to press on. I have to. Yeah, I have to. 1 fighter and 3 planes. 2 hits. 4 sucks. Am I sure there's 4 spots on this dice? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. And 1 at 3. Miss! Ah! Alright, so I am going to tactical or fighter. Fighter's cheaper, I guess. So, I'm going to lose the fighter. So I survive. I don't know if it's much of surviving, but I survive that battle with 2 fighters and a tactical bomber. Mess on you, sir. I want you to take that back. I'd love to re-roll with your dice to see what happens, but that might happen later on. So let's move on here and do our non-combat deals. So this factory is going to move back into Bryansk. Again, I can only build 2 units on there. I'm going to leave that there. 2 armored units. Planes are all going to fall back into Bryansk. Belarus, Smolensk. So 1 guy is coming over into Bryansk from Belarus. 1 guy from Smolensk into Bryansk. 2 dudes, 2 infantry from Rostov into Bryansk. 2 artillery from Rostov into Bryansk. 2 mechs from Ukraine into Bryansk. 2 AAAs from Ukraine into Bryansk. 1 artillery piece from Ukraine into Bryansk. And I'm going to railroad 2 dudes. You guys can see that, right? This guy's dead. I'm gonna railroad 2 dudes. So I'm going to check that out for 3 grays. 1, 2, 3. Railroad 2 guys down into Bryansk. I'm going to move the rest of the forces down into Belarus. This factory is going to move over to Archangel. And the 1 AAA and 1 artillery are going to move down into Russia. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to clean up Bryansk a little bit, and then we will resume. Give me a second here. Okay, everyone, welcome back. And with the magic of media, everything is now cleaned up. So I have, moving forward, I have 4 artillery, and I'll zoom in on that. I have 4 artillery, and this is all in Bryansk. 4 artillery. I have 6 infantry. I have 2 mechs, 2 armored units, 3 AAAs, 2 fighters, thanks to my bad dice rolling, and 1 tactical bomber. I did decide to renege on my non-combat move from Leningrad. So instead of moving 6 units down into Belarus, I decided to move 2 units over to Archangel. And 1 unit, the 1 AAA over to Archangel rather than consolidating everything into Belarus there. So again, thanks to Joe. I don't collect the 3 IPCs for that NO, but here we go. I'm going to place 2 units, so 2 artillery pieces into Bryansk, an additional 2. And I like to Oreo cookie my units, as most of my competitors know. I'm going to place additional 2 infantry up in Archangel. So I'm going to trade in that gray chip for a green one. Tidy everything up, which leaves me with 4 infantry and an artillery piece. So I'm going to put one artillery piece, sorry, one artillery piece and 2 dudes in Rostov. And 2 dudes in Russia. So I saved $7 on that last turn. And I myself am down 2, 3, 4, and Western Ukraine is mine. So I am down to 33 IPCs. So collect 33. 1, 2, 3. Pay back my 2 factory moves. So take out those green chips from the factories now. So Russia collects $31 plus the 7 they have left over is 38. They collect no NOs, but they do get to roll for their Lend-Lease. Thank you, Joe, for providing me with these beautiful cards. But I do have to go to my exquisitely printed out black and white NO sheets here that I have for the Russian territories for my Lend-Lease. Now, everyone following along, this is how it looks. 1 through 5 grants me units on the board. But let's see, I don't want to roll a 5 because I have vacated Leningrad. Let him have it. So best case scenario, I think, is I roll a 4 for a destroyer. Worst case scenario is I roll a 6, which is the 8 is considered lost at sea. But being able to put something over in the Soviet Far East to be a pain in Joe's ass right now, G.I. Joe that is, would be a great benefit to me, I think. So I'm going to pan over to the board here again to show you my Lend-Lease. Clean up that trash. So here we go. And there is a 1. Everyone can see it. Number 1. Number 1 is artillery placed in the Soviet Far East or Novgorod, sorry. That being said, I think I am going to place it over in the Soviet Far East. I think it is better placed there. So here goes my Lend-Lease. Be a pain in the butt over there. So that concludes Russia's turn, everyone. And hope to see you back for the next one. Joe, it's all yours. And sorry for the lengthy video, even though it only included 1 battle and some pretty abysmal rolling on my part. Everyone, take care. Hope to see you in the next one.